Chelsea 3, Wolves 0, and another one. 2 3-0 victories on the bounce, and another number 3, a third clean sheet for the Blues this season in all competitions. And listen, I've just done the player ratings over on Chelsea Fan TV, so I'm going to be repeating myself here and there. But what I haven't said is, of course, that Chelsea are up to 4th place. Of course, depending on how the result between Brighton and Tottenham goes. Hopefully it's a draw. Maybe even take a Brighton win over Tottenham, preferably. Wouldn't do us great for now, but do you see Brighton finishing in the top 4 this season over Tottenham? Probably not. With that said, of course, as I said, a fantastic result for Chelsea. Brilliant performances all round, namely my top 3. Azpilicueta, in no particular order, but in particular order, Mason Mount's number 1, Gallagher number 2, and Azpilicueta number 3. Just fantastic performances from them in all regards. Azpilicueta kind of faded away after the 50th minute. But hey, what can you expect? He's had a stinker of a season so far, as has Conor Gallagher to many people. But Azpilicueta, when he was on the cusp of re-signing for Chelsea, or you know, extending his contract, I wasn't too happy. I love Dave, don't get me wrong, but I was thinking the time has come. The time has come. It's time to go. Today he proved that he is absolutely still got it in the tank. A fantastic performance from him, albeit he got booked, but the booking was absolutely necessary in all ways. And also the sign of a captain, to be honest with you. A fantastic tackle from him. He had to take one for the team, and he does. He's done it many a time. He really has. Gallagher, fantastic performance. 2 shocking performances in his first 2 for Chelsea. A fantastic goal against Crystal Palace in his last game in the Premier League, and won it for us, ultimately. An 8 for him, I gave him over on Chelsea Fan TV. A fantastic performance. Overall, arguably, and I wouldn't even say arguably, his best performance for Chelsea so far. And then Mason Mount, of course. I predicted this would be his coming out match. He did great. Still room for improvement, but great getting 2 assists. It's only up from here. This is exactly what he needed. A man of the match performance from Mason Mount of fantastic proportions. There's really not much else to say in terms of Mount. He still, as I said, got room to improve compared to the last 2 seasons. But this is where it kicks off. People saying to me, you're being too critical of Mason Mount. He's done too much over the last 2 seasons. And again, many could argue that who's he competing with for player of the season over the last 2 seasons at Chelsea? Himself? Well, congratulations, you got it. This season, you've got some competition in a lot of the young players that are coming up. Of course, you've got Sterling, Aubameyang as well, the 2 older boys coming in. Cucurella's definitely in contention, depending on how he does. But still, there's so many more players in contention for player of the season at Chelsea Football Club. And Mason Mount has definitely got competition. It's taken him until the 8th game of the season to finally find his footing. And again, many could argue, is this a fair reflection? Because it is against an 18th side, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who haven't got a manager and have only 6 points after 9 games in the league. We have to wait and see, won't we? Quite frankly. Pulisic, again, I hold my hands up, missed his goal. I was too busy changing the graphics on the watch-along for the substitutions. But I heard Pulisic was on the ball and thought it's a great chance for me to amend the screen. And lo and behold, he goes and scores a fantastic assist from Mason Mount, and a great finish from Christian Pulisic to put it in the back of the net. Captain America, is he back? We'll have to wait and see. It's another one. A lot of these performances is based on we'll have to wait and see how they fare following this. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, not as good as his AC Milan performance, but you would imagine he's not putting all of his 100% effort into it, considering he's going to want a place against AC Milan at the San Siro. He's more than earned a position in that side. You've got Gallagher, you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you've got Jorginho, you've got Kovacic. Kante's out injured. He's definitely in the running. And after his performance against AC Milan on Wednesday, he's in with a running. I gave him a 7 for his performance, and not a bad performance nonetheless. But certainly not one that matches his one against AC Milan. It was that good a performance against AC Milan that today he looked like he was just resting a little bit. But yeah, Graham Potter, another factor of bringing on one sub and then the other sub scoring. Last week we had Christian Pulisic assisting Conor Gallagher, 2 subs late on, assisting and scoring. This week we've got Kovacic and then Armando Broja, or Broja, as many people keep correcting me on saying, is it's Super Sub McGee, is all I can say. The magic of Graham Potter runs rampant at Stamford Bridge. And again, Diego Costa nowhere to be seen. He got a round of applause. He got a standing ovation. He got his little lap of honour at the end of the game, but he never got at Chelsea because of Conte. But still, I'll leave it there. A fantastic performance from Chelsea nonetheless. A little bit shaky at the start, although we were quite dominant throughout the game. It just seemed like the goals were never going to come, and then suddenly they all came at once, more or less. But yeah. If we play like this, then the sky is the limit. Chelsea could be back in the running within a matter of weeks after supposed disaster, supposed downfall. You know, we're here, we're there, we're every fucking where. Potter's Blues absolutely providing a madness once again. And the season still very, very new. We are, what is that? 7 points off of top. Is that 7 points? It is 7 points. 7 points off of top place with a game in hand as well. So you could argue, you know, 5 points off of second place Arsenal. We're still very much in the running. To be 5 points and 6 points respectively behind second and first place this early on in the season is not great. But still, there's plenty of work to be done. We're by no means Premier League competitors in terms of winning it, but we still could be. Again, it's early days. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, follow wherever you're watching. If it's on TikTok, YouTube, anywhere, do what you need to do. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Harry, and I will see you when I see you, probably on the AC Milan preview. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Up the Chelsea, and peace.